Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 22 online CFM game. We are now in week 16 of the 2021 season here in the Universal Gaming League, and boy do we have a big matchup. It's our second meeting of the season against the Buffalo Bills. If our Patriots can pull out a win today, that will pretty much secure us the AFC East division and allow us to still, despite being on a 3-game losing streak, have a great chance of getting the #1 seed in the AFC conference. But if we get swept by the Buffalo Bills, if we drop this game today, that leaves our chances of winning the division in peril. And more than that, we're here in rainy Foxborough. It's going to be a messy game as our Patriots look to get off the schneid. We are underway. The Buffalo Bills, meanwhile, are not in the most secure position despite an 8-6 record, where they need wins down the stretch to make the playoffs, whether it's somehow winning the division or at least as a wild card team. So, as we've been getting from our past couple of opponents, surely we're going to get Buffalo's best game today. Third down. Oh, Stephon Diggs with major separation, and we got away with a bad defensive coverage there as we forced the 3-and-out. We left our linebacker Raekwon McMillan against Stephon Diggs, and I mean, that cannot happen because you guys saw the result. Josh Allen just missed an easy first down and more as we somehow get a connection here to Damian Harris. Tre'Davious White all over that one, but we actually got a first down out of the play. So you see some of Buffalo's superstar X-Factor playmakers almost making big plays. Don't want to keep on testing them because eventually they will bite as we hit Hunter Henry outside to the 26-yard line. Damian Harris, who has been struggling the past couple of games. We'll see if we can get Harris going today, and especially in these conditions, getting the running game established would be huge for us. 3rd down and 7, though. We'll drop back to pass with Mac Jones. Good pocket. Until now, he's hit as he throws, and it's picked off by Jordan Poyer. Mac Jones with an INT in the first quarter, which has become a trend in the past couple of games where our passing game has hindered us more than helped us early in the going, as Stephon Diggs, that time Josh Allen doesn't miss his superstar wide receiver number 14 with the big gain. Josh Allen on the move, and this is what really bothered us in the first matchup against the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's ability to escape the pocket, or as it's known, escape artist. Perhaps the best ability in the game. Not many people have an answer for it, but our New England Patriots definitely don't. That's the best thing we can possibly do, force Josh Allen to throw it away when we have it defended well. 3rd down, Allen connecting with Gabriel Davis, and that short dump down will get the Buffalo Bills a new set of downs. An injury to Matt Breida, and the Bills playing on, but not going too far downfield. They'll just throw it away with Josh Allen. 2nd down, running the ball with Breida, and last week's game against the Indianapolis Colts, we got bullied in the ground attack, so hopefully we can defend the run better today. 3rd down, looking to defend the pass. Josh Allen sitting, waiting, creating, taking off, looking for first down yardage. Adrian Phillips with the open field tackle. Allen able to get away, nearly get the first down, but not quite. It's 4th down and 1, and the Bills offense is on the field. They'll go for it. They'll run the ball, and it's Devin Singletary revving the motor in for 6, and the Buffalo Bills capitalize on a well-executed opening drive. They got put in a couple of bad spots, but eventually it took 10 plays to get 70 yards, or 78 yards, and a touchdown. So yeah, I mean, we got a good starting sequence to this game, but that drive was a little bit more like the way the first game went, as Mac Jones dropping back the pass. Oh, he's got Isabella in stride. Andy Isabella does it again. It's a touchdown for the Patriots. It's the home run hitter, Andy Isabella. And Mac Jones able to throw the perfect pass in these treacherous conditions. Mac kind of cost us on the INT, where his slow release was part of the reason why we got hit as we throw, but that time we're able to protect him, and he's able to make the great play as Josh Allen. Look at the protection here, but as he tries to take off, he's taken down by Josh Uche. And if we can make plays like that on Josh Allen, that would take us a long way in this game, as that's going to be an illegal block in the back. That takes away a good run by Singletary, so it's 2nd down and 15 instead. Josh Allen, middle of the field. That was a little bit of an awkward pass intended for Matt Breida. It'll go incomplete. Josh Allen with an inauspicious start, 2 for 6, looking for the big play on 3rd down, breaking the pocket. Allen on the move. Allen on the throw. He's got Beasley. Is that in bounds? They'll give him the 1st down. Wow. They'll give Beasley the 1st down on the catch. He made a twisting leap for the grab, and we did not challenge the play, so that's going to be a 1st down. As I watched this video back and edited it, I wish I would have challenged that play. I don't think that was a catch, but instead of getting the stop on 3rd down and 15, Allen, once again with that escape art, is showing what it's worth right there. And, there's not much we can do about that play. We had contains. It's just we got Matthew Judon trying to contain. You can only do so much. Outside for Diggs! It's picked off. Devin McCourty, good for an interception a game. He gets Josh Allen in the red zone, escorts him right out as the defenses continue to shine in this one. Damian Harris trying to, those 1st down carries. That's something that we couldn't get going last week. It's happening again. So we go to the RPO on 2nd down, and maybe a yard from Kendrick Bourne. 3rd down, 3-man rush. Oh no, Mac Jones had the time, but he's picked off. Could have waited for something better to develop, but we try to force it in the middle of the field, and that pass was never on, and Mac is intercepted for the 2nd time today. Josh Allen continuing to dance in that pocket. He is getting the time. Our back end of the coverage is doing solid for the first couple of seconds, but at some point we have to get home to the quarterback. 3rd down, only going to rush 3 here, and that's a tight window to Stephon Diggs, who makes the catch but doesn't get the 1st down. So 4th and 2. It looks like the Bills are actually going to put the field goal unit out here. This will not be an easy field goal for Tyler Bass, but he drills it from 52 yards away to give the Bills the lead. So the Buffalo Bills capitalizing on our slow start offensively. A couple of turnovers, taking the field goal there. Let's see if their defense can continue to stand. Mac throwing on the move. All we had is Isabella again, but this time it seemed like Mac slipped a little bit. I tried to set my feet with Mac Jones as we get the 1st down to Steven Sims, but I don't know if it's because of the rainy conditions, but Mac kind of lost his footing there, and it caused a cross-body throw that definitely did not work out for us. I believe that was Sims once again on the reception. You'll notice in this game that we've removed Jonnu Smith as our slot receiver. That experiment is done. Andy Isabella is our pure slot receiver, and look at him doing damage to this Bills defense once again. Andy Isabella, a gadget player that we can use to our full advantage. He's pretty much like Jakeem Grant, all right? Just think of Andy Isabella like Jakeem Grant from our Madden 20 Miami Dolphins, all right? That's pretty much what we're using him as, and that's kind of what our offense has come down to. 3rd down and 12, looking, waiting, Mac rolling, still sitting, doesn't have the wheels to take off for that 1st. Shovel passes here to Hunter Henry at the last second. Henry making moves, but it's still going to be about a 4th down and 4. Would be a tough spot to go for it here, so we'll just go for the field goal, try to tie this game up with 1:46 remaining in the 1st half. Oh! It hooks at the last second, and no good! Norden, the rookie kicker, misses the field goal that would have tied the game. And it didn't even look like we missed that badly on the kicking meter, but it's just that Norden, our kicker, just has such bad accuracy ratings that I think that's why he missed it. Like, we barely missed the mark. 6-mile-per-hour wind should have not affected that kick that much, but instead we're still down by 3. Buffalo on the move, 1:12 remaining in the 1st half. Buffalo goes no huddle here, and what you guys are about to see is an absolute accidental coverage breakdown with 1:04 remaining. Josh Allen, clean pocket, 4-man rush, not even sniffing Allen. We're not even getting close to home, and Beasley so far away from the pack, wide open for the touchdown. And the Buffalo Bills extend the lead. So what happened there was, you might have noticed that I tried to audible to a cover 3. And I thought I had audible to cover 3. But apparently I didn't. Apparently we were still in the same cover 2 that we were in the previous play. So I took Kyle Duggar thinking he was going to be a curl flat defender and just absolutely blew the coverage. And shout out to the pass rush for just not getting any pressure on Josh Allen, because it took him a while to realize that we blew the coverage, but yeah, he was still able to connect, and now we find ourselves down 10 points. So instead of tying the game up, we find ourselves down double digits. Mac with a little bit of a jump throw there, able to complete it to Nelson Aguilar, stop the clock. That'll let us keep our 2 timeouts. Mac dropping way back, and down he goes. Oh man, we had time there and had no reason to drop back, but just messed up against those contains back dropped way too far back, and now the Buffalo Bills threatening to put up more points here, hitting Matt Breida out the backfield, though. Calder's second at 3 timeouts with 26 seconds remaining. Devin Singletary shaking a man off and goes to the crib. Singletary pouring it on for the Buffalo Bills. What an onslaught the last minute or two has been in this game. A missed field goal, a blown coverage, a fumble, and 2 quick plays, including Devin Singletary throwing a defender off like a ragdoll, and we are suddenly down 17 points in what is probably our most important game of the season. This is the game that we had to show up. We had to make a statement in the division and perhaps even the conference. Instead, we are about to go into halftime down 17 points. At home against the Buffalo Bills. The Gillette Stadium faithful probably booing us as we go to the halftime locker room. And this Patriots team not only showing some cracks, showing perhaps some fatal flaws that, I mean, at this point, is starting to be more than worrisome. It's starting to become an issue of, can we fix the issues that we have with this team that are suddenly prevailing as we've been playing some of the AFC's best teams the past couple of weeks. These are the kind of teams that we have to play. Yes, Mack loses his footing and loses the ball. It's Ed Oliver popping Jones. It's Olivier Vernon who's going to get away for the defensive touchdown. On 3rd down and inches, we drop back the pass, and that you can definitely see Mac Jones just lost his footing right there, and by the time we were able to regain it, already down went Mac. Ed Oliver got a hand on him and knocked the ball out in the process. So the weather conditions really affecting our team, probably more so than the Bills, and that's not what we expected. I figured these kind of conditions would help us. It would help stymize the Bills' passing attack and help us, you know, have that balance on the ground, but it just has not happened, and we're suddenly down by 24 points. And like I said, suddenly this is like we were ready for this game. It wasn't like the first Bills game where, I'll admit, we just weren't ready for that game. We weren't ready to take on the challenge of the Bills. This time we were, and I mean, yeah, there's a couple of unfortunate plays that happened, but there's a lot of plays that happened in this game where it's like, what do we do about it with this Patriots team? Like, as we do a little roster assessment here, our Patriots, not a bad team on paper, as Mac downfield, it's Isabella again, nearly getting his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's 1 yard short. We'll come out in the Wildcat here with Damian Harris, and Damian let those blocks hold. That's the offensive line's touchdown there, but it'll go on paper as Damian Harris's 1 yard rushing touchdown. A 2-point conversion here to try to make it a 2-possession game midway in the 3rd quarter. Mac, oh, he sets his feet and throws, and it's picked off. It's Jordan Poyer. Now here are the Bills, opportunistic, looking for 2 points of their own instead, but we are able to make the tackle, and yeah, maybe we should have ran the ball there. I don't know, but that play definitely did not work. That kick, wow, Norden is having a little bit of a game to forget. He had the missed field goal and the shank, and that'll get the Bills to start at the 42-yard line, and Singletary on the move. Devin Singletary finally tracked down by J.C. Jackson. Bills going play action, going end zone. It's Diggs, who wasn't able to slide that left foot in, I believe. So they're going to call it incomplete. No challenge from the Bills, so we play on, and we stop Cole Beasley. 3rd down and 10 upcoming for the Buffalo Bills. If we want to have any sort of chance, we'll definitely need to stop here. Oh, that ball got away from Josh Allen, and it easily could have been picked off. I believe that was Jalen Mills who had it in his hands, but I'll just go down as a dropped interception, and that's going to go down as a made field goal. It looked like it was going to miss for a second, but the wind hooked it at the last second for Tyler Bass. So the Bills are able to connect on the field goal there, make it a 21-point game. Oh, Mac! Yikes. That's just feeling the pressure right there and kind of panicking, right? Oh, downfield for Isabella! We might have had him, but Mac and Isabella not able to be on the same page there. But yeah, that 1st down pass, we probably could have just set our feet and made the throw, but just kind of panicked right there, just the way the game is going right now. You start feeling a little bit of, you know, pressure to do things that you're not accustomed to doing, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd down and 16, and we're just throwing it up into coverage, and this game is getting away from us as, oh, Stephon Diggs, nothing easy. I don't know why Stephon Diggs is trying to return punts, but we might as well try to pop him if he's on the field. No one's going to get a hand on Stephon Diggs until he gets all the way to the 6-yard line. That is the one guy we cannot let beat us, but Beasley is elite as well with that slot apprentice and slot-o-matic Cole Beasley. A mismatch. even with, what, 86 speed, he can still get it done, and the Bills put up more points as we are still in the third quarter and already facing defeat. So as I was going to do before we had a little spark plug there to maybe think we were going to make a comeback in this game, instead we will just throw an interception to Tre'Davious White. When it rains, it pours, quite literally here at Gillette Stadium. But yeah, I mean, our Patriots team, right? We have a great offensive line. That's great for us, but we haven't even been able to run the ball well. So we're going to have to figure out something on that end. Our passing attack, if we do not get Andy Isabella going, you know, it seems like we are inconsistent, and some of it's just on me as Devin Singletary. Why not score some more for the Buffalo Bills? Singletary started the game. The blocking was perfect on that one, and Singletary did the rest. So yeah, I mean, the passing attack is going to be something that we're gonna have to figure out how to run the ball better, right? Because we can. We surely can do better than we've been doing the past couple of games. Whether it's finding some new formations to run out of or a new approach, I don't know. But yeah, as far as the passing attack goes, I mean, sometimes we need Hunter Henry to make a catch like that at the end of the day, and he just couldn't. But as far as the rest of it, it's just we're just gonna have to find a way to scheme easy throws. I think that's the key thing for us, right? Instead of looking for a lot of downfield shots, even a play like this, it's going to work for Steven Sims. We just have to find a way to scheme up easy throws and find a way to put together, you know, 10 to even 15 play drives. I think that's the way we're going to play best. And not exactly a ball control scheme, but just a scheme that works best for this team. And is it possible? You know, we'll have to find out a way if we want to win. That's the only answer we got. Is there a way? We're going to have to find a way if we want to win games. Because otherwise, we're just going to keep on losing against the better teams as Mac Jones finds the end zone on the design quarterback run. So, Max, his second touchdown today? Yeah, and oh, man, Norden. It continues to absolutely miss out here. We actually cut, I think it's Nick Folk, during the season to let the rookie kick. He had more kick power. I was like, why not let the rookie play? Maybe we have to bring Nick Folk back because, I mean, this is starting to get a little out of hand. Like, the lack of kick accuracy that he has caused us to miss a few PATs and field goals that I feel like we would make with a halfway decent kicker. We didn't have like 68 kick accuracy. So yeah, you know, before we got on this long losing streak, I talked about how at some point in this season we were gonna have to try some things out with our roster, and I think everything we've tried the past couple of weeks has just straight up not worked, and then some. And now it's just not like we're completely on the other side of the coin now as we miss Isabella. Same play we scored a touchdown on earlier in the game. Could have scored a touchdown there if Mac hit him, but, I mean, Mac was due to miss some throws, I suppose. It's third down. We're going to come out 5 wide. Blitz is on its way. Oh, Mac with a bad pass, but it's still hauled in by Nelson Aguilar. Now it's just about, I think we have to reestablish our identity with this Patriots team, figure it out, because, I mean, this is the offensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball has not been much better. Our front seven has, you know, on paper, it's not a bad unit. Like I said, on paper, this Patriots team, they're like, all right, they're good. Until you load up and play a game with them, and you're like, wow, Mac, Mac doesn't really have it. These wide receivers don't really have it. And if you can't run the ball, the offense in general doesn't have it. Mac's just missing open throws now. Defensively, you know, this front seven doesn't really have good block shit anywhere. Hard to stop the run. Doesn't really have any major pass rushers. We don't have Matthew Judon with superstar abilities like the Patriots do now in the updated rosters, as Hunter Henry's going to stay in bounds, and Henry just going to watch a man fall down and find his way into the end zone. So that was cool, I suppose. Hunter Henry celebrating like we just went up by 25, but we're actually going to be down by 22 after this PAT. Shout out to Norden for actually making one. And we're going to go with the onside kick here with Norden. Might as well, down by 22. We got the recovery, but obviously too early, so it's going to be Bills football. So yeah, front seven is really starting to become a weakness of this team, and I feel like it's really been showing up these past couple of games against the Bills, against the Colts, Bills again, gashing holes for Devin Singletary. He's going to go over 100 yards. We didn't load up to play the Buffalo Bills and think, man, I hope Singletary doesn't go for 100. We weren't expecting it to happen, but it still is happening as we speak, and on top of that, we are having trouble defending Josh Allen. You know, it's hard. I mean, our pass defense is still we have a lot of great secondary players, but this matchup of Josh, it's just not a good matchup on paper. And you know, these are some teams that we're gonna have to see in the playoffs: the Titans, the Colts, the Bills. You know, these are teams that are going to make the playoffs the way they are playing. And you know, if we want to win against teams like this, we have to figure out our gremlins. It's just whether we can. I'm not sure we legitimately can. Next week, we play the Jacksonville Jaguars, another team that we're going to play and potentially have to play in the playoffs because they are one of the top teams in the AFC. I believe they've already clinched a playoff spot. They're just looking, they're actually in the race for the #1 seed in the entire AFC conference. So that'll be interesting to see. Our Patriots, well, we now have an outside chance at that #1 seed that looked like it was ours. Looked like we had a hand on the AFC regular season trophy with a 10-1 record after defeating the Atlanta Falcons. But it's all gone south now. It's all gone up in smoke. It is official as the final seconds wind down. Our New England Patriots are not able to defend home field. Instead, we will go to a 4-game losing streak, and the Buffalo Bills pull within a game of the AFC East. We might not even win the division. How bad can it get for our Patriots? Who knows? But I will say this. The adversity that we are facing with this Patriots team, I'm not exactly hating it. Like, we were winning a lot of games early on in the season, but this is interesting. We got some storylines now. We have some pressure. We have some anxiety with this team, and it's not all sunshines and rainbows. And you know what? I am 100% okay with it. It's just, I would like to win, but it's also nice to see that we can play some good competition. We were blowing a lot of teams out in the first half when I felt like we weren't really playing like a team that should be blowing out everybody that we played against. So, as a competitor, I am enjoying some of this because now it's going to be up to us to figure out what to do with this Patriots squad. So, yeah, next week's game is going to be a big one against the Jaguars. Hopefully, we can finally figure it out. But until then, leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed it. GG's to the Buffalo Bills once again. Subscribe for more Madden 22 gameplays as we wind down the stretch here with our Patriots and the Texans as well on the other side. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.